Hey, Miss Wanda. Hey, Karma. Thank you for being a new sub. Appreciate you. All right, let's get into it. This is going to be for the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, seventh house, cross watchers. This reading may apply to you. Certain messages may apply, certain may not. There might be certain things you might need to throw out. Reverse the roles as needed in this reading, and let's get into it. Please don't make any rash decisions based on what you hear from a general reading. Is somebody angry about something? You got to be dealing with a Virgo. It's looking like somebody. It seems like it's a respect factor, especially if this is like a parent-child situation. Someone feels like they're being disrespected. There's a relationship in your life, Virgo or crosswatcher, that's struggling this week. And so I think this week, Virgo, what's going on? Somebody doesn't feel supported. They don't feel loved. Something this week might trigger you, Virgo Nation. And so your guys are saying, keep your composure. Because it looks like the trigger in a particular situation is that somebody is hurt. They're tired of the back and forth. Like there's some type of pattern that it seems like this relationship can't seem to escape. And something continues to happen again and again, this continuous loop. And it seems like somebody may want freedom from it. For some of you, this has something to do with your schedule or some type of pattern that you have about yourself that maybe, you'd rather change. But if we're talking about something that's going on external from you, this is a relationship, and the pattern would be a makeup and breakup situation. It seems like this week, Sagittarius, a cross watcher, somebody's really thinking about walking away. They might feel like there's somebody better that's out there for them. If you have already done this and somebody is looking back on this situation, because the crossing energy is freedom, as if somebody wanted freedom from a situation, or this is a kid that might want their parent to give them more freedom to make their own choices, freedom to come and go as they please. Somebody feels like somebody is very controlling, very manipulative. You might be having some petty arguments with this person, or this is what's going on through text. Right? Back and forth, petty things that are being said. It just seems like there's a bitter atmosphere this week, Virgo Nation or cross watcher. And maybe this week you don't know where you stand with someone. Somebody is looking back. Somebody is wishing that they treated you better. Let's see what's going on this week. Sagittarius. I'm hearing Virgo and Libra, but I know I'm reading for Sag. Yeah. This is with a family member. This feels like this somebody you formed a family with. Somebody feels like the relationship is struggling because of some type of betrayal, some type of different disrespect. Maybe you feel like you have differing values from this person. There's some type of difference between the two of you, a difference in opinion, a difference in how you're raising the children, or maybe a difference in how the two of you communicate. Something is creating static, uncertainty, distrust, guarded. So somebody feels like a sense of uncertainty about where this relationship is going. They're feeling guarded for whatever reason in whatever type of relationship. They're feeling frustrated, or they're feeling like something is hindering this relationship. For some of you, it's outsiders that are hindering the relationship. They're adding fuel to the fire. What's going on for the Sag Nation? This week, Sag, you could be thinking about going to get some outside help. You could be thinking about getting marriage counselor or getting marriage counseling, or this is something that maybe you're thinking about getting with yourself. But it seems like there's some type of harmful, disruptive, type of aggressive energy that's coming to you. And it seems like somebody is saying some things that are really hurtful. But I also feel that this is the case with a parent and child relationship. Like there's some type of, it's struggling here. This week, Sag Nation, yeah, it's regarding a child. You might be getting a call a message might pop up from someone. It could be this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I think somebody's really struggling with something. Sagittarius, this could be you. Some of you could be single parents, or this is something that's going on financially. This could be somebody around you. This could be a child that could be really be struggling emotionally, because it seems like in your emotional space this week, you're feeling drained. You're feeling spent. You keep going through something with someone over and over again, Sagittarius. And it seems like maybe you're thinking about putting something to a close, because things have been becoming very intense between the two of you. Some of you, maybe you're pregnant. Or like I said, you're going through it with your baby mama. Somebody, I feel in this situation, somebody may have had a baby on you. That's for somebody, not for everybody. This week, because somebody has a guilty conscience about something, Sagittarius, somebody might be trying to come up with some type of harmony and resolution. I think somebody might be interested in working things out with you. And that could be where this message comes up. It looks like somebody's thinking about sending you this message. Honesty and communication. Yeah. Comes up in reverse. So I definitely feel as though there's been some type of dishonesty here with what someone is saying, because it seems like whatever somebody said, they wish that they could take it back. I don't think somebody genuinely meant what they meant what they said. But I think one of you might feel that someone is not serious about this relationship, a marriage, a co-parenting relationship, or this is how a child is looking at a parent. Like, I don't feel like you're serious about this. I don't think you're serious about trying to make this work. So it seems like this week, I want to say Virgo so bad, Sagittarius. It might be necessary for you to go a different way, a different direction with this. The way that you're communicating, or the way that you usually talk things out, something needs to change. Like I said, there's some type of rotating pattern. It's like it happens again and again. And your guides are saying it's time to create some type of freedom from that situation, because it's doing nothing but blocking the situation. You might feel this week, Sagittarius, that somebody is really annoying. But it seems like this week it's because of toxic cycles that are prolonging things to be the same way. Like nothing changes. Let's see where this goes. So somebody wants to fix it with you. They may be reaching out to you, Sagittarius. I guess I'm going to leave it there. You might get an unexpected call from someone, Sagittarius. But if you do the work, Sagittarius, for some of you, this relationship is salvageable, because it looks like your guides are bringing healing energy to this. Let me emphasize some of you. Some of you, this could be healed. But for others of you, this is a relationship. It's time to move on from this, because it looks like it might take a while for things to develop between you and this person, or to get to where you really want this to be. Somebody in this situation is resistant as if they don't want to change. It's like they're saying, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is my pattern in relationships, and I don't want to change. So I think that in some cases, somebody might be deciding to decide between you and someone else. It could be somebody might be deciding to maybe decide for their kids. There could be kids involved in this situation, and maybe somebody is feeling like somebody's trying to like weigh this out. You got a Libra that shows up, Libra and Virgo. That makes sense, because I was saying I was struggling not to say Libra and Virgo. I see Libra and Virgo in this situation. You've been very patient with someone, trying to maybe compromise with someone in particular. You are. This is some type of financial struggle I feel that you might be going through. Somebody might owe you money, Sagittarius. Somebody could possibly, maybe you're waiting for somebody to pay you back, Sag. Maybe somebody feels like they can't leave a situation or they can't really escape or have the freedom that they want. It feels like this is financial freedom. Who is this Queen of Wands? That's you, Sag. Yeah, you're getting into it with your kids this week, Sagittarius, or you did in the past, and somebody's looking back in regret over what they said or how they said it because something was said ineffectively. You got a stalker, Sagittarius, or you are the stalker. Yeah. Somebody's doing so anonymously. You see how you don't see somebody's face here? Somebody could be catfishing you online, but I definitely see somebody stalking you anonymously. Like they don't want you to see. What are they saying? Let's look into this. Sag. You got an Aries that shows up to this reading. Somebody might be stalking your family. There might be some activity that's going on around your home. What's going on online? Some of you, this is an opportunity. Maybe some of you are looking for new jobs, new opportunities. Maybe this opportunity might be a house. There's a Cancerian involved in the background of your situation. That could be something that some of you are doing. You're doing some type of research. Maybe you're working from home. You're going to the library, Sagittarius. Somebody has their eye on you, Sag. Yes, somebody is watching you, watching a particular situation. Some of you, somebody's watching you with a lot of fascination, but some of you, maybe you read tarot. Maybe this is what you're doing online, Sagittarius. Maybe you're an avid watcher of tarot, or you are a tarot reader. And this might be, you see this mask once again. This feels like this is some type of harassment online. Somebody's harassing you. And they're doing so under some type of a disguise. Okay. A faceless person. They don't want you to know who they are, but they're definitely heckling you, trying to frustrate you. It might be more than one person here. You notice how everybody has a mask on? That's what I mean. So that's what I'm seeing. This is either being done by a Sagittarius, or this is the energy that's being directed at you this week. Why though, Sag? Something that you do, something that you say, somebody's trying to trigger you. Let me see. Why? Stability. You might give off the appearance, Sagittarius, that you have some type of financial stability. This feels like this is envy, jealousy, small influences. I think you might be an influencer. Or maybe you're making some type of an influence in some type of way. Some of you, it's extended family members that might be doing this. Or you're going to see, this might be who you're having over. Okay, maybe you're having extended family over to your home. See, I think somebody it's giving off the vibe that somebody has stability, but really somebody is struggling financially. Somebody wants to give off the look of it, or this is what somebody is. What's going on? Why is somebody looking at you this way, Sagittarius? What does somebody want? Oh, somebody wants you to fall. Decrease. It's like somebody doesn't, or like I said, things don't match up. It looks one way to certain people, but it's really not what it is. Or this is what somebody has an issue with you. It's something that you have. Some type of charisma. You stand out in some type of way. And it looks like somebody's trying to shoot you down. Holy Spirit, show me what's going on with the Sagittarius. Oh, you're moving. You might be finding a key. Right? What's going on with you financially? Let's really look into that, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with your money. Because you got opposing energy here. Oh, maybe that's the pattern that we're talking about. We talked in the beginning about financial freedom, like you're trying to free yourself from something. Something happens again and again. I think you might be having fluctuations with your money. There might be times when money is flowing, and then there's times when money is just, it's hard to come by. It could be because of your house. Some of you, it could be because you're moving. You're putting in a lot of money for something. You're shelling out a lot of money for something. Or this is like somebody's upside down on their house. Like house poor is what they call it. The majority of your income goes to sustaining your house, like your house payment. And it could be that due to some type of decrease, this is why you're struggling. It could just be this week, or this is somebody around you. It seems like you're struggling to save money, to keep money in your pocket, to put money away. So this week, it feels like you have a huge decision to make about something, or there's a huge decision coming in having to do with you that you're making about something. I think that there's going to be some opportunities that are going to become available for you. Sagittarius, you might be getting a lot of different ideas, a lot of different downloads this week that could help you possibly get unstuck from something. There's an offer coming in for you, but again, because of this freedom being the crossing energy, maybe you want more freedom and flexibility with your job. So maybe this is you this week job hunting. But it seems like this week, or in the recent weeks in the past, you've made attempts to increase your money, and maybe you feel, Sag, that hasn't been successful. I think this is something that you're striving for, stability, for things to be this way constantly. It seems like this is creating some type of an issue. It could be creating tension in your household. So maybe you might be this week getting more organized with your finances. But it seems like, yeah, I think you're going to find a way out of this, or this is what your guides are encouraging you to do. But I think maybe for some of you, you might want to leave this job, but maybe you feel stuck because of your financial responsibilities to something, or you have people that are depending on you in some type of way. So I think this week, Sagittarius, you might be making a decision about that. Yeah. Easy progress. By getting out of some type of rut. Okay, this feels like this is a time management or an organization. Like you can't seem to get organized. You have a lot going on in your household. Did I say that? Some of you, maybe you work from home. Sagittarius. Oh, this feels like there is something out there for you. There are other opportunities out there for you, Sagittarius. It just seems like for whatever reason, it's difficult for you to focus because of what's going on in your environment. But there's also some self-doubt. And it feels like it's other people, Sagittarius, that are in your environment that might be contributing to some type of self-doubt. Or this is how you talk to yourself. This is your inner chatter. Something's creating some self-doubt for you this week. And something is causing you to feel sad about something, discouraged. But that's why I see strategy, the strategist. This is the week that I feel like you develop some type of strategy. And with following through on this strategy, it might be way easier to get out of something, Sagittarius, than you might think. It could be that your thinking might be causing something to seem like it's just way too difficult. But it seems like this week something is doable. It just feels like some of you strive for perfection, or you have an issue like a problem, like a problematic perfectionism, and that might be what's holding you back. You're leaving a lot of money on the table, Sagittarius. Not to say that money is everything, but in this situation, if this fits your story, you're struggling with finances. You have an idea, especially a creative idea. And if you really see it through, I said it might be way easier than you think to fix something. But it seems like the key this week is to be patient. I said key, right? Maybe you lost your key. You're getting the keys to a new place. But yeah, you get some type of new abundance. Money's coming. There's a solution to this, Sagittarius. If this fits your story, something might hit your pockets out of nowhere, Sagittarius. Some type of unexpected expense. You might have to spend more than maybe you had expected, especially on a car payment, Sag. Okay. Holy Spirit, anything else for the Sag Nation? You need to, are you having people over to eat? Food. Maybe that's where you're spending your money. Sagittarius. Maybe you have a restaurant. There's a Scorpio in your energy for sure. What is this about food? Maybe you need to go grocery shopping. You got to be dealing with a Virgo. I said that. You have bugs around you or something that's bugging somebody. You have a musical talent, Sagittarius. Maybe that might be something that you might be looking into. Yes, this week, issues with children. Or this is a kid, like I said, they want more freedom. This could be an older child and they feel like maybe you treat them like a kid. You're having some type of communication issue with your children, and maybe they're arguing, or they're maybe in the midst of some type of shouting. That's what I mean. Some type of conflict between you and someone. These are strangers on the internet. Okay, that's what we're talking about. These are strangers. And yeah, so they're doing this anonymously, trying to harass you in some type of way. Something about your house. What's going on with your house? Are you selling a house? Some of you, you're moving in. I did say that maybe that might be what's eating up a lot of your finances. Or that's a financial goal that you're looking to move. Flexibility. You are dealing with a Virgo. There's got to be a Virgo in your energy this week. And a Leo. What is this about flexibility? I think that's what you want. Freedom and flexibility. Financially, yes. The answer is yes. This feels like you're moving, Sagittarius. If this is you moving, you're selling a house, you're closing on a house, or you're trying to see if you can afford to move or whatever this is, or to buy a car. This feels like there's a need for a vehicle here. Let's reconsider. This is the sign. This is the sign. Yeah. You're looking for a sign, Sagittarius. If maybe you're wanting to move and maybe you're not sure for whatever reason, I did say you have some type of self-doubt or something just looks kind of uncertain or out of your grasp. Your guys are saying this is your sign ahead of time that something is actually going to work out for you. You might be feeling that it's a no. That might be what you're expecting. Or you're saying, no, it's not the right time. I need to do this. I need to do that. You guys are saying, no, something is meant for you. And if it's meant for you, it seems like it's going to be yours. The answer is yes, it feels like, Sagittarius. It just seems like it's the way that you're thinking about something this week. It's an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That's going to be heavily in your energy. Yeah, there's potential here for growth financially with some type of decision that you're making. What is this about distrust? You might be distrusting your partner. You're definitely distrusting some type of stranger online. You have a stalker, if I didn't say that. Somebody that's overly focused on you this week. Sagittarius. I think you're aware of who this individual is. It's like somebody respects what you do. They have a lot of respect for what you do, Sagittarius, but they don't like you for whatever reason. They don't want you to have growth. Yeah, you perform in some type of way. I feel you're a dancer or whatever the case is. Decrease growth. I keep saying there's something to do with finances because I didn't really mean to say finances. What I meant to say is that your spiritual team. steps in, Sagittarius, with something that you're going through, where someone is maybe trying to stop you or defeat you from succeeding in some type of way, or this is you doing this to someone. As soon as I shuffle, your spiritual team comes in this week, Sagittarius, to open up opportunities that it feels like someone is trying to steal from you. And you end up coming out on top, Sagittarius, with something that you're dealing with in your life. This could be some type of spiritual battle. This is what this is looking like. Is somebody in jail? Somebody's worried about jail time. This is too similar to Virgo. What's going on with jail? Prisoner. What is this about? I think this is your schedule is making you a prisoner, or what's going on mentally is making you a prisoner. My mouth wants to say Leo, but I also wanted to say Libra. There's a Leo that might feel trapped in a particular situation. Is there anything else, Holy Spirit, that's going on in this situation? Oh, are you manifesting something? I think so. Maybe you're leaving some type of an offering to your ancestors. It seems like you are. You're joining with someone, Sagittarius, to maybe create something, to manifest something. There's something that you're trying to bring into your life. This is your spirit guides backing you. Just know that, Sagittarius or cross-watcher. Whatever this is, they're backing you. But just know somebody's observing you. Somebody's watching you for whatever reason. This is the week that you bounce back. What is it with bugs? But I think this is your enemy. What did I get this for? I don't remember you might know or get some type of indication of who I'm talking about based on this card, of who this is. This is your confirmation for some of you. If you don't recognize it, let it go. It's for somebody though. You might have some cobwebs. Some of you might have a lot of what's that? Bugs. Bug infestation. Or you're noticing more bug activity than usual. I think this is also someone around you that's weaving some type of web of lies. And I think somebody is exposed this week. Playing blindfold. Okay, so this looks like somebody is trying to cover something up or influence other people to think a certain way, and something is seen. And I think somebody is nervous about something being seen. Like I said, your spiritual team. And this feels like this is somebody lying on you and perform ancestral rites. Okay, so you're putting up some type of ancestor altar. Is that money? No, this feels like this is some type of offering that you're giving to your ancestors. Some of you are very spiritual, Sagittarius. But let's make it clear. The enemy is trying to stop you in some type of way. Somebody doesn't want to see you make something happen. You got to be dealing with an Aquarius. I did say there's an air sign. Aquarius, the water bearer. You might be coming across an Aquarius this week, Sagittarius. All right, Holy Spirit, the advice. Anything else for the Sag Nation before we close? Sag. Be the leader you wish you had. So maybe you feel like you didn't have the proper example, Sagittarius or cross-watcher, for something in particular. It seems like you're soldiering through something, like you're very resilient. You're able to bounce back from something. It seems like you might be underestimating yourself in some type of way. What is it with decrease? We talked about that, I guess. What is the outcome to this decrease, Holy Spirit? The outcome. You are a healer. I think you have a mission on this. You are a light worker. Make no mistake about it, Sagittarius, or this is somebody around you. I think somebody fears that maybe you're going to surpass them, Sagittarius, and maybe this is somebody that's trying to stop you, or this is you fearful of a particular circumstance. I think this is your guides this week stepping in to eliminate this fear. They're trying to get you to take a step back and regroup. And this card happens to be in the wrong deck. Deceit. Somebody around you is obviously deceitful. We talked about that. Somebody's creating some type of lies. Yes, in spite of what others might want. Okay. Or for some of you, this is something that you've created possibly with overspending. Okay. In spite of maybe other people trying to stop you, Sagittarius, you're going to achieve some type of goal. Whatever this is that you have in mind this week, Sagittarius, what is this behind the mask? Okay. You had a lot of people behind a particular mask, Sagittarius. It's like somebody doesn't want to be real. They don't want to show you their identity, but this is, like I said, something is going on online. Masking something, masking the truth, or harassing you and trying to cover something up. Somebody's throwing stones and hiding their hand in a particular situation. Karma steps in to take care of the situation for you. Anything else, Holy Spirit, Sagittarius, doors are opening. There's communication, Sag. There's a message that comes through this week that maybe you've been waiting for. You get the answer to something this week. You're antsy about it. You're anxious about it. Guess what the answer is? Yes. What is this with papers? Are you turning in a paper? There's some type of paperwork you might need to turn in. Maybe you're writing in your diary. Maybe there's something regarding your childhood. Childhood triggers are coming up this week. There's a lot of references here to time. I talked to you about that time management. Or you just have some type of obsession with numbers, okay? I think this is some type of pattern that maybe you're wanting to free yourself from. There's an age difference between you and someone in particular, or this is like a parent-child situation, like I mentioned. Resentment. Surrender resentments. This week, I did say, Sagittarius, you might have feel guarded of someone. You don't trust someone's motives in coming to you. You got all these masks, right? You don't trust someone's intention, right? Somebody hid who they really were from you. So you might feel like you might feel duped in some type of way, or feel like somebody's, trying to insult your intelligence. Like you don't really see through something. This is either someone trying to mask the truth about you or to other people, or you're doing this. It could be that they're trying to say things to other people to mess up your image. Anyway, it seems like something this week may have created some type of resentment. And this is the week, Sagittarius, that I feel like you move forward. You do some type of inner work. Sagittarius, you move forward from something. We did talk about diary. You find some type of an outlet. She's got an amulet here. You're finding some type of outlet to something that's going on deep within you, because again, something comes up this week to trigger some type of emotion, or it brings you right back to childhood, or there's someone around you that you feel is really fake and phony. I think you might be tempted to call somebody on their BS. But you guys are saying this week, your resentments that have been adding up, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. So even though there are going to be some things, possibly Sagittarius, that might be coming up this week for you or a cross watcher, you guys are saying don't hold on to that. It's time to move forward. It's time to break away from that. Because as we talked about before, something has become a repeated pattern. Something is holding you back. It's distracting you. It's maybe causing you to to decrease something. It's decreasing your, you might need to give something actually less of your energy is what I'm getting. Surrender to receiving support and love. There's somebody, if it's not someone on this earth, on this earthly plane, Sagittarius nation, that is your rock, your backbone. Not to say that you don't have a backbone. I don't mean it that way, because you definitely do, Sagittarius. That's one thing I admire about the Sag nation. I feel that this, if there's no one that you feel that is supporting you here on this earthly plane, I feel like there's definitely support in the spiritual realm. And I think that the way that you come up in the reading, you recognize this, if this is you in the reading. So again, they're saying surrender to receiving support and love. You may need to let in the support of other people, or let in the guidance of your spirit guides to help you figure something out. I think it's a timing issue. I think you're possibly late for things, Sagittarius, or like I said, you have difficulty keeping time. Is there a broken clock in your house? Or you might need to replace a light fixture, a light bulb. Children, I think you might be spending a lot of time with children. Or what we talked about your childhood. Something's going to be bringing you back there, or you might be intentionally trying to repair a relationship with your child, or there may have been circumstances that may have come up this week where maybe you've wanted to spend time with your family or a child, and because of, like I said, time might be getting away from you, and maybe you feel like you spent, this feels like this is parental guilt. I haven't spent the time with my family that I want, and I'm looking at that as a loss. So I feel like time management is going to be something that is very significant for you, Sag Nation. In fact, I feel like that's been the case for a while, because it keeps coming up in your reading. Hey, spiritual Q. With that, Sag Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. Thank you, Sag Nation, for deciding to tune in this week. If you found that this reading was helpful, give this reading a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Hey, Miss Wanda. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. I'll see y'all in the next one. If you are interested in getting a personal reading on YouTube Live, I'll be on join me on my next live. All right, everybody. Peace out.